Alright guys, today I'm going to show everybody how to make charcloth. The easiest way out, or best way I found is old pair of blue jeans. This one had busted a hole in it, so there ain't no point in fixing these. So I started out doing this, cutting off of the ends of the legs and to little tiny squares. There's my little squares. I put it already in the Altoids tin. And I'm going to put it on the fire and let it cook inside and turn to charcloth. I've already done some in the past. As you can see, I've already used this Altoids tin, and here's a piece of what's left of what I had left after I done made the charcloth. It's still nice and flexible. It's not dry and crispy. This seems to catch a spark real well, real easy. And the other thing I noticed is I see some people poke a hole in the top of their tin to vent. Well, where the hinge is on the back of the tin, there's already two little holes in there, so there's no real need to cut a hole. And I mean, you don't even have to have, if you have a tin that ain't got that on there, I mean, it'll work just fine, but you won't really know when it's done. That's the vent holes really let you know when it's done, because it'll quit. Smoke will come out up until the point it's done, and then it'll just quit smoking altogether. And then that's how you know it's ready to go. Once it quits smoking, and then when it quits smoking, this is how it comes out, nice and flexible, but it's still got the char on it, and it'll take a spark real easy. Alright, okay, what I've done here is right back some of the hot coals out towards the front, add a little more wood to the back to keep my fire going longer, because later on this afternoon I want to cook some tilapia fish on there. And it's store-bought fish. I didn't go fishing, haven't been fishing yet this year, unfortunately. Hadn't had time for it, but I'm going to cook some fish later this evening. And for right now, get to the point, I got my Altoids tin. I do have the charcloth, old blue jeans cut up and then put inside there. And like I said, it's got already got vent holes. You really don't need it, but it does help you know when it's ready. And I'm going to stick it on the fire here. Oh, a little warm there. And sorry about that. And that's all you need to do. Just put on some hot coals and just let it sit there about 15-20 minutes, or maybe longer. I got this one packed slap full, so I'm guessing the more you got in there, the longer it takes. But like I said before, once you see the smoke stop coming out the vent holes, after it's done cooking, that's when you know it's done and it's ready. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, I had to put it back in there again. What happened to me was, what happened to it, when after it cooled down and I opened it up and looked inside, the top center section of the cloth wasn't charred. It was just charred all the way around the outside and around the bottom. So what I did differently this time, it's the same charcloth in there. I didn't put new or anything like that, but I flipped the can upside down, set it back in there, and put a couple of pieces of wood on there. I really can't tell if there's smoke coming out of it still or not. So at this point it's just like a guesstimate. I've had it in there for probably about another extra 10 minutes or so, or a little bit longer, because I had to put fresh wood on top of it. You can see the wood was already burnt down, but it was really dead, really dry wood. So I'm going to knock this off. Ooh, can's glowing hot. I'm going to push it over here to the side. Yeah, that can was glowing when it came out. So I'm going to push it over here, let it cool back down again. And hopefully when it cools down, it'll be ready this time around. I'll see when it's ready. Alright, well, I had to bring everything inside. It started to rain, and I had some other stuff to do, so it's already dark outside, and I really can't film with a cell phone outside in the dark in the rain. But I finally was able to finish it. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but also I filled it all the way up full of cut up pieces of denim, And one thing I noticed when I took it out, the fire, as you see in there, like a bunch of little crystallized, I guess, carbon, but it's loose from the fiber itself. It's not actually on the fiber. I'm not sure if that came off the Altoids tin or, you know, where it came from, but just a little bit of carbon crystals, I guess. And try to show you here. Just shake it off, and as far as the cloth itself, like I said, it's still real flexible, getting balled up, and it's not coming apart if I don't drop it. And I wanted to do this outside, but it started raining and it turned dark and everything, so I guess I'll just show you in here. I'm gonna set this in my little frying pan. Try to balance my cell phone so I can make it spark. Now we're going to do this. Alright. Let me get my camera to where yeah, I'm just going to have to do it like this. You see that glowing ember there? And that's all you need with that, with a bird's nest, and get your fire started.